I'm very excited to talk to you. You know, whenever we have a kind of a stop in the middle of, let's just call it dinner. There's not a good time for that. Like there's times when you're like, all right, I gotta finish this meal. I need to know what's gonna happen. I mean, is that kind of what you felt like the mid stop with this season was for some people? They're like, okay, where they were so ready for it to get going, and then just kind of it paused on them for a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like
Yes.
it was because, man, as soon as that fifth episode ended and everyone saw December 6th, or I'm not sure if they released the date like at the end of the episode or whatever, but
Yeah, they just said coming back
yeah, coming
soon
back.
or something.
December 6th, yeah.
Once everyone saw that, once the episode was done, people were texting me, calling me. They're like, "What do they mean coming back? What do they mean coming soon?" I'm like, listen, bro, COVID, all right? That's all I gotta say, COVID. Yes.
Exactly.
So yeah, they were definitely upset about that for sure.
Well, the cool thing is there's so many questions still to come, and you know with this series, it almost feels like everything could be cliffhanger no matter where we pause anyway. So that's one of the fun things about it. So I guess when we're coming back in, I mean, Tariq is vulnerable. Is pretty much what we're looking at right now, right? You're vulnerable
Yeah.
and in the crosshairs, correct? That's where we're coming back into play.
Yes,
Correct.
vulnerable because now, Sachs and Davis now they're on his case. They're trying to go get him,
Take him down.
take him down. So he's definitely vulnerable. He's joining Tasha because Tasha right now she's in her most vulnerable state, in prison, and she, so they're definitely in tough positions right now. But Tariq, he's figuring it out. He's figuring it out, and he's doing as much as he can, to get Ma out of jail. And yeah, so he's trying to make something happen.
And speaking about Ma, is orange your color? Do you feel like you pull off orange really well? Is that the right color for you? You think? Is that the new
I
color
mean,
this
that was
season?
not in my wardrobe. I did not plan to be wearing orange the entire season. But what you got to do, you got to do. Tasha as a mother, she's like, look, if it means locking me up, if it means killing ghosts or being part of the plan, if it means even dying myself, she really, really is a ride or die. Like that mama that will do whatever it takes to save her kids. I just, it doesn't really match my eyes, the color orange, but it doesn't bring out my eyes, but it's okay. I'm wearing it. And honestly, this season gives Tasha a chance to show her vulnerability too, her struggle to stay alive, but also her commitment to her children and to her family. And I think that's why so many people love the character of Tasha. Some of them don't, but whatever. But most people can connect to why Tasha's doing what she's doing.
Now
So,
they're saying that we might see some fun faces when we come back into this part. Some familiar faces from Power Original. Is that something we might look forward to?
you might see some originals. You might see. I mean, we've got new people, obviously. Mary J, Method Man. We've got a all new, younger cast that is going to be amazing. That plays in Tariq's world. But what I will say, without any spoilers, is that there's always an OG that might pop up. So don't be surprised. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah,
Now,
man, this
I
is
ha-
a lot.
yeah, I have to ask too. The cemetery scene. Talking to the headstone itself. Like, what did you do to kind of get yourself in that mindset to get yourself ready? Because I mean, this is someone who is filling shoes and trying to grow out of them at the same time. So what was that mindset?
Man, it was like I feel like Tariq was really trying to speak to his father, because obviously he had a chance. They've had their arguments and their conversations, but I feel like Tariq has always wanted to let how he feels out to Ghost like 100%. I feel like after his birthday party, there was some and stuff, and he was just feeling it. So he just let it loose, and he was just in that state of mind to where he's just like, like, I gotta let this be known, like this is you, like you did all of this. So I feel like Tariq, he was just at his breaking point. He couldn't hold it inside anymore, like because he can't really vent to anyone, you know. So he was just like, you know what, I gotta let it out, and that's what he did.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, of course, but it might get him in trouble apparently too, because someone does know, someone was there, so there are some things that are still to come too. I know a showrunner said there might be a big shift as well as we kind of come back. So what we understand might be the direction we're going to, right, as we come back into this.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you go.
No. I was just saying, yeah, when we come back into Ghost, the direction will seem like it's going one way, and then out of nowhere, it'll just reverse and 180 on you. But again, in true power fashion, that's what our writers do. Shout out to Courtney Kemp and all the writers who bring this story to life. But I think by the end of the season, people are going to be so emotionally connected to each and every one of us. And you're going to have some moments when you may not like everything we did, but you're going to understand.
Well, and that's the good test of an actor, right? If you were angry at the actor for what they did as the character, that's when you know you delivered your job, right?
Exactly.
So I look forward to
Exactly.
seeing so much more, and more importantly, I hope both of you are healthy and safe, as well as all your loved ones as well. I know it is a difficult world out there, but luckily we have some new entertainment to kind of keep us in our houses and happy as we move along. So I want to thank you very much, and I hope you have an amazing day.